Hello all my Holomaniacs up there, welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you again, and it's time for another trailer reaction. Turns out last night Disney decided to throw a last minute Aladdin trailer at us. Was it during the Grammys? I don't know. Disney, quit putting trailers on programs that I'm not watching. I'm not watching the Grammys, I'm not watching a football game when the Lion King one came out. Just quit doing that to me. That's alright, so it looks like this is another live-action Aladdin trailer, and everyone's freaking out about it because they showed the genie. I haven't really seen the genie yet, so we'll see what happens, but if you guys remember my first Aladdin trailer reaction, I'm not really that impressed with it. I mean, I feel like I should be, because like there's some of the graphics that look cool, some of the music things sound cool, but honestly I just keep looking at this going, everything looked better in the animated one. I'm not at all excited about this. Everything just seems underwhelming. But maybe this one will prove me wrong. Maybe this one will be like, Brian, look at how amazing it could be. Like, well, the first one was already pretty amazing, so you really have a lot to live up to. So I'm just gonna quit talking about it. Let's look. Let's just look. Okay, so we have the same shot with Iago flying over Agrabah. Once again, Agrabah doesn't look very Agrabah-y, although Iago looks pretty good. Got the camels this time, alright? And once again, I still don't like this Cave of Wonders. It looks wimpy. The first one looked epic. Once again, Jafar doesn't seem that evil. He just seems kinda meh. Abu looks really good. Once again, not very Agrabah-y. I like the elephant. Is that gonna be Abu still? Ooh, Raja in the back looks really good. I'm freaking out about the animals, not the people. I feel like I shouldn't be doing that. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
You really don't know who I am. Genie, wishes, land, none of that ringing a bell.
Okay. I saw it. Oh gosh. Yeah, remember everything that I just talked about before we started, how I'm not looking forward to this, and honestly, just the more I watch it, the more underwhelming it looks. Still holding to that. Now, I love you, Disney. I really do, and I have been nice about the whole live-action remake thing, but I feel like now we've gone beyond just, oh, this isn't bad, could be a lot worse. We're getting into worse territory now. I don't know, I hear some people are really going nuts for this Aladdin trailer, but honestly, I don't understand why. I don't know. Not to say that I think Will Smith is going to do a bad job, just that was really in uncanny valley territory. I mean, like, if they just done Will Smith and like didn't try to make him blue or look like the Robin Williams genie a whole lot, almost like, what was that Disney movies back in the 90s? What was it? Because Kazam, whatever it was, the one, I forget who it was, but like, wasn't Shaq a genie? Yeah, do what you did in that. I mean, if you're... I mean, I get it. He's the genie. He's supposed to be blue. But, see, I have so many emotions right now, guys. And honestly, I don't even know what all my emotions are about it. All I know is that there is, I have a lot of feelings right now. And I don't even know what they all are. All I know is that I'm just sitting there going, why are we doing this? Why am I watching this trailer where I just keep freaking out? Oh, Abu looks really cool. Oh, Raja looks really cool. Oh, that elephant. And I assume that's going to be the Prince Ali bit. That elephant looks really cool. Is it still going to be Abu? But the actors, I'm just like, yeah, your Jafar could be more evil. Your Aladdin just kind of looks like Aladdin. Jasmine just, okay. Nothing looks bad, but nothing grips me either. I'm not like, oh my gosh, that looks great. And I say the same thing about the Lion King trailer. I mean, of course, we got a lot less with the Lion King trailer, but both of these just look like they're the same as the animated one, but not as good. But I mean, once again, this is just a trailer. Trailers could be deceiving. Both these could totally prove me wrong. It's sad, especially if you watched all my reaction videos up to this point. It's really sad that I'm about to say this, but out of all the live-action Disney remakes we're getting, I'm more excited for Dumbo than any of these. Because since day one, I have been so petrified of Dumbo, like, they're gonna ruin it, it's gonna be terrible, but the more I see it, the more I'm like, oh, this actually looks really good. And I thought, oh, Aladdin's gonna be great, Lion King's gonna be great, and now the more I watch it, I'm like, oh, I'm more nervous for these now. So it's so weird how this is kind of going flip-flop in my mind, but, you know, that's what's going on, so. Want to be real honest here, really honest, I want Disney to stop the live-action remakes. I mean, I have been cool with them up to this point, but I think we've gone beyond, I think we're getting into weird territory with it now. You know, where it's like, before it was really cool, we're getting a new perspective on a Disney movie that we've already seen before. With Maleficent, we're getting the story of Sleeping Beauty from her point of view. Although I will admit, I don't like the way that story went. It was at least an interesting look. Same thing with Jungle Book. The original movie had a lot of improvement. Even though it was still one of my favorite Disney movies, I'm like, you know, there's some room for it to grow. Let's see what they do. And they mixed elements from the book which weren't in the movie. And I thought that was cool. And stuff grew and was different. But Beauty and the Beast was almost identical, and that stuff they did add, I'm gonna be honest, didn't add anything to the story in my opinion. It just was still kind of there. It wasn't bad, but then again, when you're pretty much remaking shot for shot and one of the greatest animated films of all time, how bad can it really be? Not as good as the original, but I mean, I'm still not like, oh, it's terrible. But like Beauty and the Beast, yeah, I bought it, but I haven't put it in since I bought it. Saw it a couple times in theaters, and that was about it. Same thing with like Maleficent and Cinderella, all these. Jungle Book I've watched quite a bit, but like I said, Jungle Book actually did it right. And I feel like Aladdin is going to do the same thing, and I feel like Lion King's going to do the same thing. Dumbo, luckily, looks like it's going to change up the story a little bit and like show a new perspective, and it looks like we're going to see Dumbo fly like really early in the movie, and then it's going to be like a whole thing about like, well, what about, are you just using Dumbo because of his talent, or do you really care about this animal? What's the whole deal with his mom now? And it looks like we're going to get a new perspective on it, which I'm excited about, and I'm like, that looks really cool. But it looks like Aladdin's just gonna be, oh, we're gonna just retell Aladdin with new people, and which is not necessarily bad. I mean, it was cool to see it at Disneyland whenever we had the show, and it's cool to see it on Broadway. I still haven't seen the Broadway show yet, but I've heard it's incredible. When we do stuff like that, yeah, that's great, but if you're gonna put it in live action, utilize live action. You keep trying to make it animated, and if that's the case, if you're trying to make it animated without it being animated, just leave it animated. I don't know. Honestly, this trailer got me even less excited, and I guess I'll talk a little bit about not Robin Williams. I guess I'll talk a little bit about Will Smith as the genie. Honestly, if they were pulling like they did in the Broadway show, I think it would be really cool, but it looks like they're trying to go Robin Williams with him, and if that's the case, it's not gonna be good. Not to say anything bad about Will Smith, I think he's a great, great actor, and I love a lot of the movie he's been in, but he's not Robin Williams. Nobody's Robin Williams. I mean, look at the shirt. Often imitated, but never duplicated. That's Robin Williams. And I don't care what anybody says, there ain't nobody but Robin Williams to do Robin Williams work. So, yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with this, guys. And honestly, I don't have a lot of faith in it. Yeah, I'll go to the theater. Yeah, I'll still see it because I'm a Disney nerd and I have to see them all. But I'm just looking at this going, I don't have good feelings about this at all. But it could completely prove me wrong. This has happened a lot with Pixar. I've looked at, I remember when Ratatouille was coming out. I looked at that trailer, thought it was dumb, but then the movie was incredible. Same thing with Coco, just recently. I looked at the Coco trailers going, this looks dumb. It looks like a Book of Life ripoff. Oh my gosh. And I watched the movie and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And same thing with, what was the other one? There was another one. WALL-E. I did that with WALL-E. And I think Up, too. And Up is my favorite Pixar film of all time. But usually that's Pixar that does that. They have a really bad trailer, but a great movie. And maybe these will follow suit. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to make it look like the original film just to build up nostalgia. And then we get there and they do a lot with it and really change it. But I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't think they are. I think they looked at the success of Beauty and the Beast and said, let's just do this again. I really hope they don't. Not to say that Beauty and the Beast was really that bad. I mean, I still think even the worst live-action remake is still better than most of the direct-to-video sequels. Because the direct-to-video sequels were just painful. These are mostly just forgettable. which I think is sad, but at the same time, they are drawing attention to the original films, which is kind of what you want. So I'm sorry if this one isn't what you wanted. If you wanted me to sit here and just go like, oh my gosh, Aladdin, that's amazing. Honestly, I'm underwhelmed. Everything looked better in the animated movie. Everything felt bigger in the animated movie. Everyone felt like it just felt better. You know, I mean, we haven't heard him say much, but Jafar, I'm sitting there going, oh, dude, you don't sound evil at all. Come on, man. And maybe that is just because that's the animated film that we were in, and they're trying to make him a little bit more... I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the realistic villains as much. I like the ones that are just pure evil, and you see them a mile away. I think that's fun. The obvious bad guys. I think they're fun. There's no twist. There's no anything like that. Just from the get-go, you're like, oh, you're the villain. And we love to hate you. I know that's a big trend right now in movies, but honestly, I'd miss that. You know, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm rambling at this point. I really am. I have a lot of feelings about all of this, and you know what? I want Aladdin to prove me wrong. I want Lion King to prove me wrong. I hope Dumbo lives up to the expectations that I'm putting on it. But, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not impressed. I feel like I should be because it's Disney, but at the same time, just to let y'all know, I don't think Disney's perfect, and I don't think everything they do, everything they touch is gold. But, you know, I want to love them, but right now I'm just sitting here going, honestly, I'm not impressed. The whole time I'm sitting here watching this just going, you're just making me want to put on the animated one. It doesn't make me want to see you. It just makes me want to go watch the animated one going, oh yeah, that's what it could have been? Let me go back to the animated one. I mean, just even stuff like the Cave of Wonders. In the original one, it's this giant tiger head that comes out of the sand out of nowhere. And it's huge and impressive and it's massive. And this just kind of pops out of a wall. And it's not very big. I don't know why. I feel like it lost its power, even just from... It's a lion head now instead of a tiger head, which I don't understand why they changed that. But for some reason, the tiger head seemed more impressive than the lion head. And I feel like a lion should be more impressive, but it's not. Just, I don't know. Just everything about this just seems underwhelming to me. Maybe I'm just looking at it really cynically. Maybe I'll watch it and love it. I really want to come out of this movie really enjoying it, but something tells me I'm not going to. I just get this vibe like, oh no, they're not going to change anything, and it's all just going to be really inferior to the original product. I hope that's not the case, but it looks like it's going to be. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm just going to quit rambling about it now. Honestly, I'm not impressed with it. Hopefully Disney will change my mind on it. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye!